Okay, so I was going to send this out. This is the 2021 translation from the higher tier. But when I had a look at it, I thought there were so many things in there that really I would have wanted to have talked through with you. So I thought I'll go through it instead. So if you do want to have a go before I go through any answers, then by all means just pause the video now and have a go. But I'm just going to work through a few things because I think there are bits and bobs in here that it would just be way easier if I reminded you and have actually revised with you. So, I want to work abroad, but I don't know where. The father of my German friend works as a doctor in a modern hospital near Mannheim. Last year, I went to his office to discuss my future. I will probably do work experience in that hospital before I go to university. So, look at that. Last year, I went to, so we got there's your past, and then I will probably do is going to give you your future. I want came up in our last video, and we remember that hopefully is ich will. We're hopefully going to remember that if we're going to start with ich will, then our infinitive goes to the end. So we start with ich will. Right. This abroad is a bit of vocab that they really want you to know. And if you are abroad, you are im Ausland. If they want you to say to travel abroad, which means that there's movement involved, it won't be im, it will be ins. So just remember that in case in the translation it comes up and it says, I want to go abroad, I want to travel abroad, suggesting that you're going from here to abroad, you need ins. If you are already abroad, like this one, I want to work there, don't want to work into there, I want to work there, so it's im. Then we need that the word, remember that the work is got to be has got to be an infinitive now at the end. Ich will im Ausland arbeiten. Okay, comma before your connective. Okay, before your conjunction. Aber I don't know where. Ich weiß nicht wo. That's nice and easy. That's exactly like English. Ich weiß nicht wo, but I don't know where. Aber ich weiß nicht wo. Right. The father of my German friend. So this is how you want to do it. So the father, it's obviously masculine, so it's going to be der Vater. Now, use the word von for of. Now, I'm just going to do a quick bit of revision for you in case this comes up tomorrow. When you're going to use von, you've got to change the word for my. If the thing that you would normally be talking about is masculine, and this case doesn't really make any difference because we don't know whether the friend here, do we, so look, hang on, the father of my German friend. Yeah, we don't know whether the friend, doesn't come up anywhere later, is male or female. So if it was a male friend, it'd be der Freund. Anything that's masculine after von will be mein. Okay. Anything that's feminine after von will be meine. But then you need to remember mein Freund. But if it's feminine, you'd have to say meine Freundin, and you'd have to remember that. So my advice to you tomorrow would be, unless it specifically says in that translation somewhere that it is a girl, don't do that. Just stick with von meinem Freund. Okay, because that's the closest to English, least likely to make mistakes with that. Okay. Right, so the father of my German friend works. So this is he works. So remember, Arbeit, okay, it would be Arbeiten, but we've got to change it to go with he. So we don't want that on the end. We want a T, but we know that we can't have Arbeit. So we know we need that E in the middle. So der Vater von meinem, my German friend, der Vater von meinem Deutschen Freund arbeitet, right, as a doctor, as is als. Right, when we talk about jobs in English, we use a. In German, you don't. You just go straight into it. Er arbeitet als Arzt. If you wanted to say I am a doctor, you'd say ich bin Arzt. If you want to say he is a doctor, ist Arzt. Okay, you don't use the word a, so we don't put that in when we're doing it in German. Okay, let's get rid of that. In a modern hospital, right? In, again, no movement, and it's das Krankenhaus. So whenever there's no movement, you're going to go in einem. Oh, hang on, I nearly put a German hospital. No, in a modern hospital. So in einem modern N. Every time you've used anything with M like this on the end, Make sure that you've got an E in there. In einem modernen, hopefully you'll remember the word for hospital, which is Krankenhaus. Right, near is something they want to test you on. It's an expression, just learn it. In der Nähe von. Okay, all of that together, those 4 words just mean near. In the near of, literally. Okay, so in der Nähe von, near Mannheim. And Mannheim is just a German city, so we just write Mannheim. Right, last year. Can we please be careful with this? Letztes Jahr. Okay, just like that. Do not put an E on it. All right, Jahre is plural. It means years. Letztes Jahr. Okay, I went to his office. Okay, so I went. Ich ging or ich bin gegangen. It doesn't make any difference which you use, but if you use ging, you've only got one word to worry about. What they're also testing you on here, this is I went on foot, okay? I went or I went in general. So ging, they also want to test that you've remembered to keep your verb second. That came up loads in the last translation, didn't it? Letztes Jahr ging, ich to his office, zu seinem, because after zu, we're going to have that M. After von, we're going to have that M, okay? After in, when you're saying something is, we're going to have that M, okay? So to seinem, they're also testing you there so that you know that seinem is his, okay? Ging ich zu seinem Büro to discuss my future, right? This to here actually means in order to, doesn't it? So it's meine Zukunft. Now, be careful. To discuss in German is zu besprechen. If you put diskutieren, strictly speaking, what you're saying is you squabbled about it. So besprechen is the word for discuss, which is a part of the vocab that they are testing you on. They want to test you on the word Zukunft, and they probably like the idea of you knowing that that is feminine. Meine Zukunft zu besprechen. They are definitely testing you on that zu. Okay, so you go something zu, then infinitive over here at the end, look. So Tennis zu spielen, ein Buch zu lesen, nach London zu fahren. Okay? Right, now we're into future. I will. They want you to remember that I will is not ich will, it is ich werde. Okay, ich werde probably, that's just vocab they're testing. Wahrscheinlich. Ich werde wahrscheinlich, check your spelling, work experience in that hospital. Okay, so ich werde wahrscheinlich. Now, the thing that you're going to do is work experience, so I'd be tempted to put the hospital next. In that hospital. Well, in jenem, ideally, in that hospital. But if you want to put just in dem hospital, but in jenem, if you remember it. But I unusual one to test in a GCSE, that one, to be honest. It means that hospital. And again, it's in, so you've, with no movements, you've got that EM on the end. In jenem Krankenhaus. And we are doing work experience. So ich werde wahrscheinlich in jenem Krankenhaus Arbeitspraktikum, hopefully you remember this from all the speaking prep. Arbeitspraktikum machen. Right, before I go to university. Before is just before. But the problem is you need to remember it sends to the verb to the end. So before I go to university will become before I to university go. Okay, so it'll be before ich, right. They like you to know that you are going to an die Uni or an die Universität. Can I squeeze this in? Just an die Universität. So an die Uni. If you were at the university, it would not be an die Uni, it would be an der. Ich studiere an der Uni. If they say that a friend, or they want you to say your brother studies, it's an der Uni. If you are going to it though, it is an die Universität, and then it's before I to the university go, so before ich an die Universität gehe. Right. I thought there was a lot in that, which is why I've chosen to go through it with you rather than set it. There's a lot in there. Don't worry too much. Anything that you take from that translation of me having gone through that tonight, anything that you take from that that comes up potentially in that exam tomorrow is a bonus. Okay? Good luck, lads.